Yo, 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 it's your friend Teach with my good friend.
What's going on, you guys? Fam here from Ridge Streamcast, back with more of the little things in life that you love to talk about.
And we have been so excited to do this episode. One of my favorite brand new animes, My Hero Academia, finally have dropped a benchmark episode.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so ready. There are benchmark episodes in every single anime you watch. One of the most famous ones is just Goku going Super Saiyan. Okay.
I'm going to call it the Super Saiyan moment because we've had teases, and I feel like Kaioken was the tease to Super Saiyan. And so I think that we finally had that Super Saiyan moment in My Hero. I mean, we saw it in Yu Hakusho. We saw it in, my goodness, we saw it in Bleach. We saw it in Naruto. We saw it in One Piece.
Inuyasha. Literally,
Inuyasha, yeah.
Kenichi, the history's mightiest disciple. Like,
Yes.
every single one of them. And it doesn't always have flashy animation to go along with
Does it though? Doesn't it?
I'm talking like flashing lights, auras generating and screams. Not every single time.
Man, I haven't gotten chills like that since Hunter x Hunter.
Right, and it's conversation in that one, right? They're talking, and it's the ideals, and, you know, it's the whole concept of, like, they're actually speaking with their fists, but it's a cartoon, so we get to hear their voices in their head. And so instead of just Goku screaming at the clouds while Frieza stood by and watched, we get an actual clash of ideals, like true clash, and it comes out in one of the most brilliantly, most detailed animation sequences I have seen this year. 2019, not 2020.
Yes. Hands down, this is the top anime episode of the year, even though we're still fresh into this year. I think it's going to be pretty hard to top this moment in anime. So we're going to see what all these other anime roll out this year. But, I mean, to me, that is the third best episode of the entire series. And I'm saying because I feel like Stain, that was a huge episode.
That was huge.
And then you had the Todoroki episode where Midoriya fought Todoroki, and you just got this great dialogue between the two characters and just him telling him, you're not your father, you know, you could be you.
Yeah.
And so getting this episode, it wasn't just the transformation, it was everything that was going on in that episode, because you got a lot of backstory and you've got a lot of great character reveal, like who these characters actually are, and you got fighting. To be able to cram all of that into one episode and it worked, that's hard.
With the full tension.
Yeah,
because
that's hard.
There's no easy payoff for this episode, folks. There's no, I mean, of course there's the one moment, right? But you gotta watch the whole episode to get the real feel of it, right? Watching Goku come back down with the blonde hair was a huge moment, but if you don't watch the rest of the episode or the rest of the Frieza arc, it doesn't mean a thing. And so when you get this kind of an episode, like it was, because anime nowadays, it goes so fast.
Absolutely.
It goes so much faster than it used to. So we have to have these different callbacks so you can remember details. My Hero doesn't do that like Naruto did with tons of flashbacks.
Thank God.
They do it with analysis. They do it with time skipping and leaving characters to do their own thing while they actually feel comfortable focusing on other characters, because they have quality side characters that have true feats. Red Riot, Raruka, and freaking Froppy, for goodness sake.
And Red Riot's my favorite character, by the way.
Oof, Red Riot is something special.
I definitely agree with you. Like, wholeheartedly agree with you, because we were just watching Black Clover.
Yes.
And and it's like, fine, like it feels like they are speeding up a bit. It's like, all right, we got to pick up the plot. But it's like, I feel like if they tried to really like go in depth with everything, we'd be spending 10 episodes on these gemstones.
Yes.
Or
definitely.
just going in depth with, where, the powers and technologies that magic has in the world of Black Clover. And speaking of Black Clover, I'm just kind of going off on a tangent here. I was thinking about, I forgot his name. Asta's transformation. I was thinking about that. That one, I will say, was kind of sped up. It was, but I don't feel like we've seen his entire transformation yet.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. But out of the new anime that's dropped in the past, let's give it 2 years, I think this one is one of the top ones as far as having that Super Saiyan moment.
I absolutely agree with
My Hero.
The battle against Mars was something. Not Mars. Battle with Mars against the other knight from the Spade Kingdom was something special, though. That was crazy, and it was kind of it played off of, because I think right around that time, because see, the thing is that Black Clover and My Hero are the new parallel shows like DBZ and One Piece used to be, or DBZ and Bleach, or DBZ and Naruto. We had those four kind of concurrently running, because the last time that first transformation, I think that was very near the sports festival which was Midoriya,
Yeah.
Midoriya and Todoroki.
Yeah.
So those episodes are they're following the same pacing on each of these shows, not to be outdone by the other. And they're pushing each other to be great. So we saw a lot of the cubic work from the cubic explosions that we always see from the My Hero team in that Black Clover fight, and then vice versa. In this one, we saw the crazy effects of the powers and the electrical shocks of the way they're doing magic in Black Clover. So the animation styles are kind of overlapping and improving upon each other. So when you call this one, I absolutely agree. In the last 2 years, this is one of the top 10, top 5, top 3 Super Saiyan moments. Looking forward,
I agree.
I know what's coming up in a few of the other ones. I cannot wait to see how they make these things move, because what's coming in Black Clover, what's coming next year in My Hero, what's coming next year in Titan, what's coming next year in Fire Force, which also really, I'm going to do another video.
You're saying
on Fire
next year? Do you mean this year?
I mean 2020.
Okay, this year. Okay, you're saying next year. I'm like, we gotta wait another year. We just
No,
started this.
no.
I'm like, wait a minute. So I would say, on top of that, if you're talking about the parallels, to me, Black Clover is Bleach and Fairy Tail.
Yes.
And My Hero is, I get a slight, I ain't gonna give it Reborn, but I'll give it definitely Naruto, that Naruto feel as well.
Yeah.
So what's gonna be that show that parallels One Piece?
I give it Naruto and Hunter.
Ooh.
Not that it was concurrently running, but
right, but they
watching
do.
a hero start from zero.
I'll agree, and I think the way they break down quirks and they break down abilities and how they work, and they really make sense of it, especially with like Lemillion. I'll agree with that, because Hunter x Hunter went too far in depth.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like scratching my head, like, what's going on?
I love it though. Like the 4th time through that season, you're just like, yeah, I'm a scientific expert on men, but with Black Clover, with My Hero, looking forward, we're gonna have such great things, and I'm already giving side character of the year of all time almost to Lemillion.
Wow.
Lemillion was
he won your heart,
Well, first of all, he is trained. His quirk is so ridiculously difficult to use. He has permeation, which is from last season, so if that's a spoiler to you, sorry, you had a year. But his quirk, he danced through the entirety of Class 1A naked and beat the mess out of them. So his ability to time this and phase through objects when he is completely cut off, it's like he's in a suspension chamber, right? No sensory input at all when he's using his quirk, and able to use it to the effect he did in the episode before last is something incredible, and he is super powerful on his own too. So I think that there is of the new generation. So like Black Clover, My Hero, Fire Force. We'll include.
I don't want to include Dr. Stone, just because Dr. Stone is in its own league.
It's a battle.
Now.
Yeah, it's a battle anime.
Yeah, it's in its own league. I don't even want to include Vinland Saga, because that's in its own league.
Yes.
Like that's a whole other type of anime.
And it's going for a different style. It's going for a more gruesome style.
Yeah.
So
we can put Attack on Titan in there though, if you want.
It's pretty gruesome. I don't want to necessarily. I think Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga are going to be a better parallel.
Well, they're from the same studio.
Exactly.
So I mean,
but they're also the same pacing. They're also the same animation style and storytelling style. So I don't know.
So then let me ask you something. Out of the top Super Saiyan moments in anime history, what is your favorite? Before we end this, what's your favorite?
Oh
yeah, I did that. Yeah, I'm gonna bother you.
The best one ever. I'm callback because it was one of the first ones. It's the nostalgia for me. It's not even Gundam Wing. It's not even Endless Waltz when he's saving the meteor. It's from Ronin Warriors, the white tiger armor against the final boss. Rock! Oh man, that was what got me hooked on anime. That one right there. Closely followed by Rurouni Kenshin.
Ooh.
And it wasn't even like a Super Saiyan moment, right? It was when he was fighting the dude that had the double punch with his knuckles when he collapsed his knuckles. That fight. And it wasn't even a Super Saiyan moment, but it was the side character that was just beaten down with fists and like punched himself in the back. Hardcore.
I gotta follow up with that crap.
I know, right? Going into the vault though.
Yeah, I know. Definitely for Honorable mention, Yusuke being possessed by his ancestor.
Always.
And just beating the holy hell out of Sensui. And it was just like, it was so crazy because Sensui was owning him that whole fight, and then he just gets possessed. You don't know how to use your power. Let me show you. And it's like, oh my God, what's going on? But easily, number one Super Saiyan moment to me that I grew up with and I couldn't wait to see on Toonami was Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Just because we had got teases as kids, but we didn't know what was going on, and so when we got to see it, he unleashed hell. I mean, he punched the Cell Jr. in half, kicked one in half. He went crazy. Like, that was like top tier. Oh my God.
Cell shaking in his boots.
Yeah, he hit Cell so hard, he spit up 18. Like, you remember that? Like, he punched him so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think I'll wait.
Yeah.
You get in there and you get him now.
Oh God, I know.
Anyway, yeah, I tried to stay away from Dragon Ball Z in the ranking, but we'll have a whole thing where we talk about DBZ because DBZ Super, I think, is about to get slated for a new season.
We'll see.
Yeah. Lots to come in 2020. Hope you'll join us, but until then, I'm just out here trying to spread some knowledge. You can always find me with Talking to Teach on the Rich Streamcast channel. My buddy, Don't Make Me Famous. Always check it out.